right, I believe I am ready to go.
Okay. Double checking my notes and making sure that anything I don't need is closed for a minute. Okay. Okay. Yep, that'll do. How the fuck do I want to start a session? Um,
However
well,
you'd like.
no, I know. I'm not, I never said, no, nah, I might have said, no, I never said I was a good DM. Uh, Rook City, curtain rises on Jack in the pit. He's just beaten down a cue ball. Um, he wipes some blood from his mouth and tells you, you know, it's not the wasn't to the a relatively friendly bout of sorts. The wager was personal. He was wagering information on a new biograft from Coulombs, an experimental piece of tech. What were you wagering?
Hmm.
He's been telling people all night, he has some information, trying to get bets to people to bet against him on that, see what he can rake in. You're the first person to make him pay out. But what'd you put on the line?
Hmm. He would probably put up something along the lines of like maybe a hash that could get them onto Phylinx's servers if they wanted to.
Okay. Yeah. So he's a little disappointed that he doesn't get the payout, but that's how it goes in the ring. And with your record, maybe you should have known better. But he pulls you off to the side for a drink, and he explains there's a he doesn't know what the piece is. He knows it's experimental. He knows it's cool, or at least so his contact says. Um, but they're going to be delivering it via a shitty little pizza van through. Let me pull up my. That's what I should have up. I should have my map up because I don't actually know what this place looks like anymore. Uh, Shipped from somewhere near Site 3. Do you have a map of Rook City?
Not pulled up. Give me 1 second.
Okay. It doesn't matter too much, but from the north end of Rook City down,
It's the explosion, right?
yeah, big crater. Um, their Coulomb still is apparently still using that as not quite a black site. They know they're there, but some of the more experimental tech is still on the fringe of the city. But they're going to be shipping that downtown for a presentation. Should be plenty of opportunities for that to be intercepted. He gives the information he has on the. Well, you can either get it from him or you can get it from the. Uh, there's a broker in the bar as well, basically to act as a middleman for bets, make sure both whichever side pays up.
He would probably go with the broker because they're more reliable on the payout.
Broker confirms everything he told you, so. Okay. Then there's our. If you'd like, we can proceed to down. The delivery is going to be tomorrow. Uh, Slightly urgent on that.
Yeah, yeah, we can go ahead and do that.
If you'd like, we can go through downtime and you can do whatever, or we can jump to that. I'm okay with both of those, but
I can do downtime. I will
Okay.
pay my upkeep. Bare minimum. I'm using the physical books. I need to find the pages.
All I know is they're different from the PDF ones
By like 1 or 2 pages, usually.
by just enough to make me hate searching. Oh no, the page numbers in the book are also wrong. I saw you had investor as well.
I do.
Given you have investor, I would also start with downtime and get those extra unis in your pocket. There it is. 110 of the book has the downtime page.
$110?
Yep.
And I actually have Neon Skies official dice.
I picked up those, and then I found these at Walmart, if it'll focus. Little digital
Very
text.
digital.
Yeah, I was considering getting a set of custom ones with that font in green. Found a site that'll do custom dice. And $5 a die did not work out for my budget.
I rolled a 2.
Nice.
So I
Paid for
gained
your upkeep.
400.
Right, investor.
And then he'll just go about his day job.
Okay. There we go. Pulling up your character sheet, so I have a reference on that as well. Shouldn't need it, but
Yeah, I was saving the one I sent you because it deleted the character sheet from my iPad again. So I really need to get a new tablet.
mine's 10, 12 years old, has a battery life measured in minutes. So that was day job. You have one more action.
No reason to code. He hasn't done anything with a vehicle yet, so there's no reason to garage or patcher. He'll go to a party.
You want to try? I was about to say, you want to try to
Yeah.
party? So I run party slightly differently. As written, party is if you succeed, I give you information. I give the player the option to ask me a question, kind of like a divination. If they don't want to ask anything, I will just give them something useful. But if there's something you want to know, I'm happy to answer that if you succeed. That makes sense?
Yeah, just trying to think of if Jack would go to a party looking for information or just unwind.
I'm still okay with. Well, you'd get the role anyway,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm okay with the. It doesn't matter to me if the question's like out of character because it's still you choosing that action in a
Yeah.
meta sense.
Did I pick the thing? I don't think I did.
You have like all my favorite talents. I very much like Jack.
Don't appear to have anything that can boost soul, so one dice. A 2. I'm rolling 2s today.
Oh, I have the World of Darkness dice curse. The more dice I roll, the less successes I get. Anything over 5 dice, I don't even need to roll. I don't get anything.
That is yet another game series I want to play. I have a physical book of Vampire. Haven't got to play it yet.
Gotcha. I will mention that because you're going to be sleeping, your knack and Deus Ex are available if you want it. If you don't want to worry about it, that's fine too.
At the moment,
Jack's fine to head out and chill, and just see what the night brings.
all right.
Okay. So the actual start of our adventure.
Scene
I
starts
assume.
with Jack getting in. It was restored 1987 Ford Thunderbird.
I had to look up what that looks like.
Cranks the engine. Lets out a breath. That sounds always nice.
Oh, so this is a gas car too,
Yeah,
not MSM. Okay.
backs out. Heads down the road.
I have a page with the vehicle chase, which I will do my best to track on that. Oh, actually, let me get another set of dice. That's what I need to do. What color is this Thunderbird, so I know what color die to use for him?
It is, kind of like a deep purple.
Okay, I'm not using a Neon Skies die, but... What do you mean the pack of playing cards isn't open?
I need to get the dice tray. I forgot to grab a dice tray.
Haha. Instant combat tracker. And by that I mean I have 3 magic cards on my desk that I'm going to use to represent the 3 zones.
Sorry, what?
I laughed. I have an instant combat tracker, and by that I mean I have 3 magic cards that I'm going to use to represent the 3 zones, and I'm going to move dice between the backs of the cards. Well, I can't use the books page because I need that for reference if I need it. And I have the picture, but I don't have tokens to move across it, so I'm projecting the image onto my desk and using magic cards, like a professional.
We do what we gotta do, man.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any goodie? No. Okay. I'm gonna pull my map again. There we go. Are you going to? Are we waiting for it? Are we gonna? Yeah, are we looking to? You're gonna be cruising around the city looking for it. We're gonna pull over and see if
I feel like Jack's the type that would cruise around looking for it. Just waiting for it.
we're sharking around. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Soon enough, right where you were told, you see a shitty ass beat up pizza van. It matches the description given. What's that?
He would just slow down and try inconspicuously pull aside and watch it.
Well, roll mind for me, and I'll let you use perceptive.
One success.
That's no pizza driver. This is your car. He does also look a little bit antsy about the fact that someone seems to be sticking to him. He's gonna push his van maybe a little harder than he should be. And we'll call that moving to floor it for the start of our combat here. Or vehicle chase, rather.
Seeing him do that, he would instantly, using stunt driver, swerve.
Okay.
Switch over to swerve and begin the chase.
Fantastic. If I share... I'm so glad I ran through this like a month, whenever ago, so I don't remember shit. Actually, yeah, I can just share this one. You mind if I play, get some background music going?
I got some going for me right now. You can play whatever you like.
Okay. Fantastic.
Brought to you
I
by
won't worry
White Bat
about
Hunt.
you. I'll just do for me. Holy shit, turn that down too. Okay. So go ahead and sling to see if you damage it. It has a base frame of 6, but again, this thing has seen better days, so its current frame is 3.
What am I slinging? Because, like I said, I haven't done a vehicle chase before.
Yep, no worries. So with a vehicle chase, if you're trying to damage it with your car, like as part of the maneuver, you'll sling their base frame, in this case 6, plus any bonuses you have, which would be from your driving gloves. I believe that's 8 dice total.
Yes. One success.
Fantastic. Oh, I can even use the dice to track their HP. I'm a genius. What's your car? 6. Fantastic. Okay. Just the one driver. He's gonna brake and try to, maybe if he scuffs your paint job off enough, you'll call the chase off. You have a frame of 6 as well. He has no driving gloves. So he's gonna move to brakes to try to damage you. You want a stunt driver?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and stunt drive and swerve out of the way.
Okay, you move to floor it. He's has no hope of hitting you. That brings it to your turn again, just the two of you.
Nice try.
Yeah. If you have ranks in stunt driver equals number of enemy vehicles, you can't get hit. Fun fact. Unless they pull a gun, but...
Yeah, he's not going to let anybody slam into his baby. Swing that frame again. One success yet again.
Very nice. He's down to 1. He's going to move to floor it to try to leave. If he makes it to the next round, that's going to be it. But no, he has got 1 more. So 2 rounds in floor it, and he'll get to escape.
I'm going to floor it with him and try to keep pace, not let him escape.
You wouldn't happen to mean swerve to damage his vehicle.
Yeah. I'm not letting him get out of there.
Yeah. statistically, if you fail both of these rolls, I'm out of an adventure. But I don't think that'll happen, which means that's guaranteed to happen.
Hey, sometimes you get a TPK right at the start of the adventure.
I have a backup plan. We'll see how it goes.
That was 2 successes.
Perfect. How do you want to take him out?
He's going to get right up against the bumper, and like one of those like NASCAR spin outs, just like nudge him with the corner, and the van just starts flipping. And
perfect. Absolutely love it. Okay. Van is definitely out of commission for the foreseeable future.
He's gonna slow down, get up close to the wreck, not step out, crack his knuckles.
Do Cyber Knuckles still crack, or did he make sure that they could?
He made sure that they cracked. They got like little nitrogen pockets in between them.
He has a little knuckle cracking button for the sound effect. Oh, I love it. Okay.
And as he steps out, cracks his knuckles, he says that little catchphrase that is on the pic that I made from ChatGPT. In the boardroom or the blood pit, I don't lose deals. I close them.
Love it. Oh, I do hate ChatGPT, but oh my god, like Gen AI, but it's perfect for character generation like this.
Like I can even show you the picture that I sent it to use as reference. It's one of the ones from the book. It's the one where the guy is using psionic powers.
It's absolutely fantastic. Okay. Okay, so you're walking toward the van?
Yeah, he just very slowly, hands in pockets, just 1 step, 2 step. Gets up, crouches down, and just peeks in.
The front?
Yeah, he peeks in what would be the remains of the driver door, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have ran.
So front door, driver's out cold. You do hear a noise coming from the back, though.
He hears that, he would get up.
We're talking like a classic electrical van with like a pizza logo spray painted on the side.
Is it a peel off? Or is it actually spray painted? Like they used a put a peel over and then it shows their actual company logo underneath it.
No, it's a pizza van. No, it's the actual pizza van.
Okay.
The intent is that it's not a culprit vehicle, so that, hopefully they can stay a little more incognito, as long as people keep their mouths shut about moving experimental tech. Well,
hearing the noise, he just grabs the door to the back and tries to open it.
Is it locked? No, it can't be locked.
It's more of a matter of how mangled is the door to where it'll just open.
It's more on the mangled closed side. You give it a pull, and then with some help from a kick on the inside, the door does open. They have a guard in the back. His skull's a little rattled from the rough and tumble too, but he does have a gun trained on you. It's an Apex Trident. You recognize it as an Apex Trident. It's a energy rifle.
Would I be able to attempt to disarm him using my Muay Thai?
Uh,
As an ad hoc. Just like, quickly just...
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Two successes.
Okay. So his gun is no longer in his hands. But he'll say, like, I don't know how you heard about this. Back off. I'm like, I'm hired to deliver the package. Delivering is what I'm gonna do. You're not gonna stop me. He puts his fists up, and he's gonna try to fight you. So we're going straight from a vehicle chase into a combat here.
Jack just breaks his smile and he's like, "You're fun."
I will have him go before you for combat, so he's
That's perfectly fine.
only has 3 dice for close combat. Or for punching. Is it 3? Yeah. Or my tie ranks are wrong.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 6.
Where are you getting?
Because I had to lower everything by 1, remember?
Right, it's hands plus ranks, so you should only be at 4. Or 5 if you're doing 2 hands.
Body plus 3 ranks.
No body plus. When you attack with a weapon, you sling hands, so that just the number of hands you're using, whether it's a 1 or 2. And you add your ranks and things. So it should be 4 for your Muay Thai, but you get 2 hits with it. Or 5 in 1 hit.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah, he only has 2.
I lost the dice,
What was
but it's still 2
yeah.
successes.
Okay. Did he? Nope, he didn't. So you fend him off on that one. He's very shaken. He was hoping that, he could get paid.
I'm gonna use my maneuver and hold. And
Okay.
2 dice.
That'll give you an extra 2. He won't have them.
And for flavor, he's gonna attempt to suplex him. 2 successes.
So he's down to 1. That's another. So he didn't. So you'll need to roll for armor piercing. See if you manage to suplex him through the protective gear in his helmet.
That's a failure.
Okay. Helmet braces him. Maybe there was a nice little patch of grass there. Brilliantly executed suplex. No dice on the damage, though. When you knocked the gun out of his hands, did you take it, or is it, halfway across the parking lot?
He took it and just threw it behind him.
Okay. Well, he can't let you get past him. So he's also going to hold, give him another 2 dice. And see if he can send a haymaker and ring your bell a little bit. God. Roll your close combat. This is contested. Or roll your Muay Thai, I suppose I should say.
That's a failure.
Okay. He did 2, so remove a die and go again.
2 successes.
Yeah. Still rolling too many dice, apparently. You have this guy clearly outmatched. He can't seem to land a hit on you.
And I'm gonna still hold right there with him, and I'm gonna Try and spike him.
Okay. He has a cyber of 2.
Cyber 3. And that's a failure.
Okay, I should try rolling more dice. It's contested, so remove a die and try again. He's on his last one. If he fails, which he did,
Failure. So
doesn't matter. Okay. He puts up a defense, but it's, you struggle a bit, but he does manage to get. You do manage to get through. My last session, I rolled a total of like 50, 60 dice with like 1 success total. I was really hoping that wouldn't go through to today, but you might just have the easiest time of your life because I can't succeed to save him.
I think it's a GM curse because I constantly roll like Will Wheaton myself.
Oh, I ran the haunting for a friend of mine. My DM NPC, because it was a duet game, they got through. You've played the haunting?
I know about it, but I haven't played it.
Okay. So you're okay if I talk about the adventure a little bit?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So she got thrown out of the window by the bed. And naturally went unconscious. So my DM NPC, I'd had the landlord show up. Okay, I'll roll first aid. Crit. Nice. I see how this game is gonna go. Okay. So our security guard here, who is now at 1 wound left, he's gonna move back into the van and pop open and see if we can. He's gonna try to get the goods out. See, it seems like if he's gonna fail to deliver them, he's gonna use them to protect them. If that makes sense. He's gonna see if he can wield this item against you somehow. But you'll have 1 more turn to stop him before he does that. So.
Seeing him go for something in the van, Jack would rush him.
Right.
I guess that would be switching maneuver back to skirmish, and
sounds good to me.
That is 1 success on close combat. Rushes in.
How do you want?
Just right in the nose with the steel knuckles.
Down and out. But box is open.
Jack would just look at it at his work, and then just go up to the box.
Oh, I did.
What?
Give me. So when I plan games, I plan an outline, but the problem is that I don't always fill in the outline. So I have the vague description of what this item does. I don't have the numbers for what this item does. If you give me 30 seconds, I will fix that. Nope, we're going to leave it that one. Yeah, good. Fantastic. So since he'd opened the case, you have the hiss of it. The hiss of the air as the lid starts to come up. It's a lit box because how could the presentation be anything less than spectacular for a piece of experimental tech? It's do you know the shoulder chest protectors for archery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit like one of those.
Okay.
But with a portion extending down the arm and a part so it's a chest protector, has with one arm attached and a a section that seems to a bit like a scouter from DBZ.
Okay. He'd pick it up
Yeah,
and put it in his pocket.
a bit bigger than that, but you know, you could probably find a bag or.
Oh,
suitcase
actually,
to
no.
carry it in.
He would just close the case again, pick up the case, and then go take it and put it in the trunk of his car.
Works for me.
One more job done. And I guess he, at that point, would he have to contact the broker or the client?
What are you looking to do? Well, yeah, let me ask that. What are you looking to do? Or what's your question, I suppose, might be the better way.
Find out what he's supposed to do with the
Oh, so the
next.
Okay, let me go back half a step to go back a little bit back in time to the bar or the pit. It wasn't a job per se. It was just a piece of experimental tech. If you can get it, it's for the grabbing. If you want it, this is yours. You might be able to find a buyer. So yeah, you can try to find a buyer. You can try to find someone to install it.
Would he know right off the bat, just from like the case, what it does, or like from the pit? Because if so, he might go. If not, he might go ask Patcher what the experimental tech would do.
The cue ball didn't know like exactly what it did, and rather the broker didn't have this information for you.
Mm-hmm.
But the hope that Coulomb had for this piece of tech is to help level the playing field for RCPD. Yeah, RCPD, and give them an edge over any situation they might come across.
Being as Jack's goal is to become one of the MVPs of Rook City corporate world, he would probably go and take this device to the competitor of whoever manufactured it. So he would look for a logo, and then go and try and find a company to sell it to.
Okay. Coulomb made it. Let me take a look at corporations and see if who.
I don't know if they have.
They don't have the. You might not find like a primary competitor. But this is. Sorry, yeah, give me a second. Let me just take a quick little bit of look in here. I love these companies.
I love the logos.
The letter from Castle and Crown is absolutely peak.
And if he can't find a competitor, I guess he would just try and find a broker to sell it.
Okay. Dowser might be the competitor here. But you also don't know who this was going to. You're just looking to sell?
Yeah, he's just looking to sell so he can get his name with those companies of this guy will bring us something.
Okay. You have your contacts. You know you've worked with them before. They know you. You know them. Yeah. Contact your broker and see what we got.
All right.
It's not just chuckle at the Castle and Crown letter. Go back to that map.
Whose broker would be? You'd have some fancy broker or just a regular broker.
You might not get contacted by the fancy brokers yet. That might be more in the aspiring thing.
Yeah.
But you could probably reach out at least to a secretary of sorts to forward it up. Like, hey, I got a piece. What does?
I think he would attempt to reach out to one of the more well-known brokers to see if he could get a meeting. But if not, he would just go to his typical run-of-the-mill broker.
Okay.
Because he figures he could get a little bit more, not uni-creds, more,
Cred.
renown. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can reach out to, I'm going to say, like, one of their, like a secretary, one of their little go-betweens. They won't give their engram to anyone, but if they see someone up and coming, you know, they might have some way for you to contact them. They might still not reach out directly, but that's fine. So what do you tell the intermediary?
Got some experimental tech. Looking to hand off to a competitor. Try and spice things up. Corporate world. Think you could help me out?
They'll pass that along. They'll call you back in a bit if there's interest on that. But they don't they can't promise anything.
But that's the message he would spread is got some experimental tech looking to sell.
Okay. So you start with the high end of, whichever. You have a preference on this?
No.
Okay. Let's go with Annie. Everyone loves Annie. Yeah, you reach out to one of Annie's, again, secretaries. They, okay, we'll pass that along and get back to you if she has any interest. But thank you for letting us know, and we'll see what we can do for you. Then you pass. You head off to. Do you go to your usual? You said after that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't get like a hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you also have? Okay. Your usual says okay. Well, you want to meet up? We'll see what you got and see if we can find a buyer for you. Which cafe does he want to meet you at? Which cyber cafe do you usually meet him at? I could pass this off to you.
That's actually what I was looking at, the cyber cafes.
We got the Bacchanalia.
He's not the type of person to really like go to like a party type one. That's how I feel like with the Bacchanalia.
Gotcha.
Like, maybe the Chateau.
Okay.
He doesn't normally go hang out in Lamberta
yeah.
Heights, but he likes drinking the classy drinks there, I guess.
They're just expensive enough for his taste.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start to drive out to the chateau. You get to. I'm so glad I have a map. Let's say you're. Oh, I have no sense of distance. Let's say it'd take you 40. Yeah, depending on traffic, 45 minutes, half an hour driving the city to get there from your incident. About halfway through your drive, you get a ping on your you get a ping on your engram. It's that secretary. Where should we meet you?
I'm currently headed to the Chateau if you want to make a deal there. Or if you prefer somewhere a bit more inconspicuous, I can meet you wherever you'd like.
Where are you now? She just asked for your current location. You can give it or not. I'm not going to worry about details on the
map. He would
map.
just ping it over.
Okay. So you're about 15 minutes from the chateau. They ping somewhere about 5 minutes from you in a slightly different direction. We're interested.
Stunt driver, swerve, turn around,
yeah.
Go the other way.
Okay. Apparently Annie Sunshine is Wylock's wife from the, if I'm reading the byline correctly. Okay. Yeah, you're given an address. Annie does not, like, she meets in cafes, not in random addresses in the middle of Delmont. This is very out of character for her, and you are aware of that.
He would probably point that out too. He'd be like, "My first meeting with you. It's not one of your usuals."
You do not. The secretary doesn't sound like how you had met the first time. But you, how to put this best? It's like when someone else is talking over the phone. She's relaying Annie's message. You're getting something much closer to direct contact than you've had or expected.
So how do
Not
you
my
guys
usual
wanna
place.
do-
Not my usual place of business. This also isn't my usual business, or my usual grade of business.
Sometimes you gotta step out of your comfort zone in order to make a bit of money.
Indeed.
And at that point, he would take his keys. Wait, are they outside still, like by his car? Because he would like pop open the trunk and like let her inspect.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
goods
That works.
if that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had intended for that to be on your drive over. That conversation happened, but yeah, that's fine. They meet you outside. I'm okay with that. Is this the This is Coulombe's experimental super soldier tech.
It would appear so.
One of the secretaries, and you're selling. Immediately gets a harsh look from Annie. You have a sneaking suspicion the secretary will not be seen in public ever again. I'm sorry, what did you say?
He said, I have no use for this. I want it in a bet. He's a very honest, open person. He doesn't beat around the bush.
Sorry, you know how players never do the thing you plan for them to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a minute. Annie, or who you assume to be Annie, I suppose, cocks her head. You don't know what you have. Everyone has a use for this.
And he just like opens up his hands and he goes, I work for Phylax. I don't have a use for military tech. Now, if you need some help getting some corporate secrets off the Omni, I'm your guy.
Says the guy with no skills in OmniNet diving.
Mm-hmm.
You're just asking a coworker to do the dive for you.
That's basically what he would
ringer?
do. Is he would just give them some creds, be like, "Hey, I need you to do this."
Ringers are expensive. I really like that they exist, and I also appreciate that they just auto succeed, which makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
But they are expensive. Just want you to use the super suit, bro. It's all good. On the plus side, I don't need to stat what it does anymore. Oh yeah, I'm a very cards on the table GM. Like I keep surprises, but I can't keep surprises for long. They're way too much fun for me to talk about.
Jack has no want to become the super soldier version of David from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. He doesn't want to wear a super suit. During the climax of it, they put him in like this gigantic military super suit.
Gotcha. So Annie doesn't have a buyer immediately. She knows she can get one. But she is mostly shocked to see this piece of tech in front of her.
He looks at who he assumes is Annie, and he says,
"She's the one in a veil. That's Annie."
I want to shake up the corporate world, get my name out there. This seems like the best way to do
it. She does scoff a little bit at that. Yeah, okay. She'll find a buyer, but it might take. But if she's, do you want a? She asks you if you want a fast sale or a good sale.
A good sale is preferable, but if fast is all you could get me, if fast is what I'll take.
Okay. Now that she's confirmed the good, she mentioned she has. She leans over. One of the secretaries whispers to her. She has 3 buyers at the moment, potential buyers at the moment. How long do you want to wait? What's the cutoff for effectively the bidding war that's going on right now?
Knowing now, after having this conversation, that this is a hot commodity, he probably won't want to hang on to it for very long for risk of people coming after him. Let's say 3 days.
Okay.
Holding on to something like this for too long will put a sight on my back.
Occasionally, I'm very clever. If we were to have some first-hand experience, if I had some a direct report of what it could do, I'm sure we could get a better price.
I'm willing to do a demonstration if that's what you want.
Hell yes. I have no idea what someone's going to be buying this for. Okay. She has a patch that owes her a favor. He can install that, no problem for you.
Let's do this.
And it's in the basement, not, it's here.
He picks up the case and he says, "Lead the way."
Okay. Pick one of your biografts, and I'm also going to tell you one of your ciphers to get rid of. The install is slightly more complicated than usual. The plate and sleeve easily hide under your jacket, and the scouter folds down to your collar. It's pretty inconspicuous, and could certainly be passed off as a slightly fancier live wire reticle.
I'll get rid of a mind lance and the deep learning module.
Okay. This is significantly more intrusive than you're used to for biograph. There's a lot more going on. But as the patcher wraps up, and I won't have you sling for System Shock. This is Annie's guy. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're in good hands. Even if you got the System Shock, he would patch it. As it starts to whir to life, you hear it here, or it's like someone has your engram and is talking to you, but this isn't someone you recognize, and certainly no one you've given your engram to. Hello, thank you for install. I am Adam. What's our? Yeah.
Is that, and it's like in his head?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Okay.
How may I be of assistance? I was really close to naming it Jarvis to give you a slightly better reference on this.
I need a product demonstration.
Okay.
That's exactly what he would say in his mind back. He said,
Yep.
Need a demonstration.
let's begin with the baseline. So Annie has you. Okay, we're gonna montage this a little bit.
Okay.
But so she pulls up suppose she mentioned something about it making you a better shot. She points out a couple. She points out a target. Has you shoot them without. You're decent, but not no crack shot.
Yeah, he's only got one rank in ballistic firearms. He doesn't use
Right.
weapons that often.
Right. So after those, you explain, tell Adam what you're doing. It says confirmed. Consuming one MSM. You notice a little meter go from 3 down to 2. You take another shot, and I'm going to tell you have 3 ranks in firearm ballistics.
Okay.
You move on to a how to best. I don't know what to call this, but like a little hacking training toy. Yeah, hacking training device.
Multi-tool is what I would call it.
I was thinking the
A hydro spanner from Star Wars.
yeah, something close. Like actually, I think what came to mind was the stupid stick placing Vulcan game from Star Trek. But it's a hacking game. You can display your scores and everything else. So you hack into that. Let me check Jack's stats so I know what I'm telling you is accurate. You have a cyber of 3 and nothing for hacking. So again, decent individual, but you're not particularly talented at this. You explained to Adam that now you're hacking, or you're doing a hacking thing. Says confirmed. You lose another charge, another MSM, and you have 2 ranks in Ace Hack.
Okay.
This will give you 2 2 ranks in talents that you can reassign for an MSM.
2 ranks in a talent.
In talents, you can split them up if you wanted. So you could put 1 in martial artist and 1 in gritty, for example. Just looking at what you have, so you can cap martial artist, then get another rank in something else.
Just marking this down on my character sheet real quick.
And it
2 ranks and talents for MSM expenditure.
Yep. They're not per use, so it's not like they last for the shot or the punch. They don't last for the scene. They last until you change them.
Yeah. I figured it was something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Additionally, they don't have you test this part, but you can explain the functionality to them. It has a port where you can install a booster and use that, no action required.
Okay.
My thought was, how do we make sure that a single character can do whatever we need him to do so that he could solo a Neon Skies adventure? My favorite character from D&D 3.5, at the beginning of the day, could rebuild into whatever he needed to do. And I mean, he could play a paladin one day, and then the next day play an arcane trickster rogue wizard thing. This was the worst decision I ever made, because at level 2 I had too many choices. But oh my gosh, it was fun. Most fun I ever had building a character.
That is quite the character concept.
He is the perfect 4th man to the party. We need a cleric. Channel divinity. Next problem, oh god, we need to punch things. Okay, cool. I'm a monk now. Like, when I explained this to one of my friends, he said the better way to build this character was to play a wizard and pick spells that made you and pick the right spells.
Yeah, that's one way to go about it.
Yeah, wizards are dumb. But yeah, so that's why. Yeah, not Super Soldier might have been selling it the wrong way. But that's what this does. Because realistically, this tech is going to sell for like an easy 5 digits of unis, personally. Actually, let me. It might cap out near power armor on that. So I think power armor's 25k.
Yeah, I think power armor is.
Yeah, 25k. As you demonstrate, and she, whether she's streaming it or just like sending out narration. The initial bids of the initial early bids of like 2,000 were very much talking in the 10, 15 by the end of your demo.
After he's done, he actually goes up and he goes, "This would be very useful in the wrong hands." But finding the right buyer is crucial.
Okay. How would
And
you
like
respond to that?
I think during the demonstration he would even go about like explaining like how it's making his body feel and like all the stuff that it's doing that they're not seeing, because he would want to make sure he gives it to the best buyer, whether it be Dowser or Patriot Attack or Apex, whatever.
The original version of this adventure, because I tend to overplan, or my scope is bad initially. The initial plan was for you to basically assemble pieces of this thing, and the AI assistant to have a bit more personality. Like if you were attacking a target that he didn't think was the priority target, you would be taking penalties as you like as your firearm would like veer off to try to hit the other guy. But as it upgraded, that would balance out. I love that. I'm keeping those notes. They're absolutely getting shelved. Okay. So you said you wanted to hang on to this for 3 days. Or is... Yeah, you're hanging on to this. Annie won't hang on to it. She'll negotiate the buyer, but the
to
deal
make
itself
sure
is yours.
nobody tries to get their hands on it, he would actually keep it installed for those 3 days. That way, if anybody tried to take it, he could take them out easily.
Good enough. I just need you to have the suit. I don't care how we get there. I just care that we got there. Okay. Toward the end of your demo, you get a ping from your broker. Yeah, you get a ping from your broker. Not like urgent, but he also doesn't know that you're still He's not. He doesn't know you're demoing, but it's one of those like, call me when you can.
As soon as he gets out of the demo, he would hit him up and tell him the situation and be like, unless you could help me get a better offer, I think I'm sticking with Annie on this one.
No, not that. Someone's been asking around for you. Normally, as a broker, their privacy is sacrosanct. But this blue motherfucker has been shouting your name up and down the streets. I'm pretty sure privacy is the least of his concern.
Give me a name.
I think I'm hilarious. He was calling himself. He said you'd know him. He said his name was Dieter the Beater. You have no idea who this is. Like, zero clue.
Never heard of him.
From what this guy's been shouting, you've been attached at the hip since you were 2. He sounds obsessed.
So you're telling me I've got a fan?
No, he seems to want to punch your face in.
That's what I call a fan. And he actually breaks a smile.
He ashes over what information he has. I don't know where this guy is going to be. But here's the information I have on the guy. You can probably you can pay me back for it later, but you should be able to find him if you go looking. He gives you enough information to pull up a seed if you wanted to dive for it.
Yeah, I was actually about to say he would probably at that point try to dive down to level 2 and see if he could get in contact with the dude.
Yep. And he does give you, basically as a payment for the demo, she does refill the MSM on it, so she does give you those 2 back.
Okay.
So you're back up to your full 3 charges. The 3 charges it has, you can't pull them to do your own stuff, but it also won't count against your carry
My
5
personal...
limit. Okay. Correct. So it's not that you have 8, it's that it has 3, and you have 5. Well, 2. But it is sufficiently insulated that it won't cause issues.
Considering he would probably need just in case he might need a ringer, he wouldn't go to the fanciest cafe to do a dive. Because he would do a dive at a cafe.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which one he would go to.
The chateau is evidently about 20 minutes away.
I feel like the chateau would have very expensive ringers if he needed one. He probably won't.
Not that they're gilded, but like ringers are relatively standard. If a ringer overcharges, you're gonna go somewhere else. There's a code of honor that they've agreed on what they charge. sort of like the the best way to compare it is the broker code, the broker thing as well. If one ringer starts overcharging, either all of them are going to. Actually, that's a really fun that's a fun plot line. All the ringers raise their prices, effectively going on strike. But then you're going to get people that are anyone tries to undercut, they're going to get the shit beat out of them. Anyone overcharging, word's going to spread, they're not going to go there. There's enough ringers and there's enough of an agreement. They maybe plus or minus 100 unis for 10 unis for a drink, but the prices are standard enough. Drinks at the bar are different, but
yeah, I think he would prefer to just drive over to the chateau, then take the extra drive to go over to the corral, which would be I think it's the other closest one on the other side of Delmont.
Yeah. The Excelsior is closer if you have an inn.
I don't think he would have an inn to the Excelsior. At least not yet.
My biggest fluff gripe with Neon Skies is the hidden Excelsior that there is stats for and a location for. Let there be a 7th hidden one and let the admin decide.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I as a player don't think he would know. He would probably have heard about it, but he doesn't have an inn.
You're not you're a casual diver. You're not one of the big names in the field.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he'll just drive over to the chateau and set up in a booth.
Okay. 100 unis cover charge. A non-issue. As is common for cyber cafes, they do have, they are well stocked on silica if you're interested. And the dive ciphers, of course, they also have copies of those available.
Mm-hmm. Since he's just going to level 2, I don't think he'll worry about getting a ringer at the moment, and just find an empty booth and dive.
Down we go. All right.
Yeah.
So the last thing, the last demo I had you do was the Ace Hack demo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to shuffle what the suit is boosting?
Yeah, knowing what it does now, he would see if Adam would allow it, give him a boost on that.
Yeah, so it has you would need to put the booster in, but he can boost if you're in trouble, he can pop a booster if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, what booster do you want him running? Salve is the cyber healing one, which is I think what you're asking for.
Yeah, he'll drop some Unicreds at the bar for one and pop it in.
Okay.
Because all he has is Kickstarter and a bump on him.
Okay. Yeah. So if you decide you need the salve, go ahead and pop it.
And we dive.
Okay. So that brings us to level. Ooh, I haven't run dives in a while. Sling for hazard. Did you set Adam to any diving talents or no?
Nah.
Okay.
He wouldn't be too worried about it. So
that's fair.
We're going to level 2.
Adam does successfully anchor though.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
So
that is 3
and then
plus
4.
1.
So you're down to 1. I roll. Let's see. I got a 5 for hazard. You're on level 1. That's ice. The digital world unfolds. Yeah. Okay, so we got ice in front of you. So if you fail the hazard roll, you're going to take direct damage equal to the Omninut level, which is just 1.
Okay.
You can drop that down to a firewall, which would gain system shock, or you can bump. Yeah, you can drop that down to a or you can have an extra die for to defeat the hazard. Because again, Adam did successfully anchor for you.
I'll roll for it.
Okay.
It's just level 2.
I think ice is less bad than firewall.
And that's a failure, so I take 1 or 2.
So you take 1 cyber burn, and you take 1 direct damage because you're on Omninut level 1.
Okay.
Burn equal to current level. Consequences. Does the RCPD pick you up? You don't know yet. Okay. That was level 1. You die. What you up to? Because I should ask you what you're doing, not tell you what you're doing.
Well, I'm just going to level 2, so.
Yep. And I should still make you say that you're diving. Okay. Adam will anchor for you. He fails on this one. Your hazard is firewall. If you fail this one, you're going to gain some system shock.
All right.
So you're slinging 3 for your cyber.
Plus 1 for the anchor.
Right? No, you lost that.
I thought you just said he re-anchored.
No, he failed to anchor this time. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's a failure. So I get 1 system shock.
Okay. And then where? So system shocks. Roll a d3 to determine where that ends up.
That's a 1.
Okay, so that's going to hit your mind. You're going to lose access to one of your ciphers. That is to say, you're going to uninstall one of your ciphers. Adam is going to chime in. You seem to be having a rough time, sir. Would you like some assistance?
Why the hell not? And he'll, what talent would best help me? PDF right here, don't know why I grabbed the book.
NetSage lets you reduce the hazard further. Clean Coder gives you bonuses to fend off the hazard.
Yeah, he'll put it in Clean Coder.
Okay.
There'll be 2 ranks in Clean Coder.
So there'll be 2 extra dice when you're slinging to fend off the hazard.
Okay. But I am on level 2, so I'm where I am.
Okay.
And he will now attempt to use the seed to try and find this guy.
He is, so you're at the level 2, the SecNet. This is the social media layer.
Yeah.
He comes up pretty quick. Yeah, so his name's, well, you'll get all this when you surface, assuming you don't bail. I'll give you, oh yeah, okay, you get your information and I'll give it to you if you get to the surface, which you probably will.
Alright, so dive back up.
Right, you bail. Fantastic. We got a 6. That's a demon. If you fail, you are ejected.
Okay.
Yeah. Adam does anchor you, so you can drop that down to ice.
Yeah. You're gonna want to try and hold on to that.
Yeah. You have 3 tough. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So even if you fail on this one, you're not gonna lose the die. Like you won't lose the data, so you should be okay.
That's one success.
Fantastic. Recognizing what the ice has done before, you managed to bypass it easily enough. And I assume you bailed to the surface?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. Let me get my character sheet for this fucker. So yeah. Dieter the Beater von Dirkschneider. This is a character in my other campaign. He seems to have something very explicit against you. He works for... What company was it? He works for BDM, Big Data Management. And he was a rising star like years and years ago, and then he just like everything he did, just for some reason, every project he worked on, he just starts to rant about his star is on the decline. He starts to rant about you at about the same time. The rants take a little while to pick up, but he is, again, obsessed is absolutely the right word. If it were possible, it seems like this guy would absolutely be blaming you for the Kepler syndrome that's risking the OmniNet as it stands. He everything that's wrong in this world, he seems to assign to you. He tends to hang out... I hate that I don't know Brook City well enough. You find where he tends to hang out. I'm not going to about location now. We'll find that in a moment. No, because you don't have a way to contact him. I think cell phones should still be a thing. Like, even if like engrams exist, like having a way for people to publicly reach out to you without having handshaken, or without a handshake seems reasonable.
He would send him an email because he's a corporate guy.
Yeah.
He would send him an email.
Yeah. You absolutely find his email address. What do you want to say in your email?
I'm trying to decide if he would try and keep it as corporate as possible, or just start like calling him names. Probably say, I hear you have a problem with me. Let's deal with this face to face. And then he would probably include a hash to a location to one of the fight clubs that he frequents.
Okay. You click send, and I'm gonna say click. But in about the amount of time it takes for your mouse to come back up, you get a response. Between all the profanity and name calling that he engages in, there's not a professional bone in this guy's body on this one. You get the idea that he is absolutely willing to beat the shit out of you at said fight club, and he is on his way there.
And Jack would climb into the Thunderbird and drive over.
Okay. Okay, make it there uneventfully. As you get out of the car from outside the club, you hear this voice screaming about how Jack is finally going to get what he deserves for his. Well, he'll show people what Jack's actually worth. Settle this once and for all. And it doesn't repeat. It's constantly creative, and he is not happy, but very eager to apparently pound your face into the pavement. Or sand, as the case may be.
I haven't even exited the car, and I already got to hear you running your mouth. And he stands up and closes the car door.
Did I? There we go. I know I wrote down something on this. The problem with brainstorming with the wife and having a Google Doc and having an Excel sheet for stats, sometimes your notes don't end up in one pile.
I keep most of my notes right here in the old noggin. The rest of it is just an outline of the things that I hope happen, because I know, as you said earlier, your players never do what you want them to do. So I just have bullet points and hope I get to reach those bullet points. The rest of it is just improv.
Because I had written out I thought I had written out a couple notes for explicitly this guy to say when he sees you, and I wasn't sure if I could find him. I did not write out a couple explicit things to find you. But as you start to come into the crowd, they recognize you. They part like the Red Sea as you come into the crowd. And this blue bald guy. This motherfucker! I launch a project about 5 minutes before I hit submit. Phalanx hits the same thing. Who am I? I'm the beater. This asshole is Breaker, and he has the fucking gumption to be named it instead. He's been in your shadow for years. He had a long-standing win record at the Fight Club, and yours has been just +1 the entire time. This guy has, his company starts to submit some paperwork for a new product, only to find out that, an hour before you finished your presentation, and your paperwork got approved and your version got approved instead. The universe has come down and said, you, sir, are not as good as Jack Breaker.
Jack will walk up to him, and he'll say, I don't think I've been formally introduced. The name's Jack Breaker. And he'll actually extend his hand for a handshake. Have we met? Because you seem to know quite a bit about me, but I've never even heard of you.
With every calm word, a vein in his forehead just throbs harder. That realizing that you're not doing this deliberately. He hasn't even been an afterthought to your life, and you've been ruining his. As you had, he slaps your hand away, and says, you think, you and your goddamn Thunderbird, he tells a story years ago he was working on, his, goes to the parts store, and who bought the last fucking part I needed? Do you know how hard it is to find the right, I don't know cars well enough, but the right head gasket for a 97 or an 87 fucking Thunderbird?
Well, it depends on which engine you were looking for. Were you looking at the V8, the turbo for the coupe, or the inline
Which
four
one?
that I have?
Which one do you have?
He has the turbo coupe. It's like the extra rare car.
The turbo coupe, you moron.
Well, yeah, I could understand why you'd be a bit upset about that. Took me and my dad about 5 years to track down that head gasket.
If he had made, and if you had been 10 minutes slower to the store, Dieter and his dad would have finished theirs. Again, I did not make up the name of Dieter. I made up the backstory. But like the fact that Dieter rhymed with beater, I'm like, wait a second. I know exactly what I need to do.
I'm sorry to hear you've had appears to be a string of bad luck.
And it's your fault. So we're gonna put an end to that bad luck. He tries to crack those knuckles and fails. We're gonna put an end to that right now.
And how was that? Did you want me to help you get a job at Phalanx? Work your way up?
He points to the ring behind him. I'm gonna put you in the fucking ground.
You know who I am, and you still want to climb in that ring with me? And he just turns around and climbs into the ring.
Not one above Cheap Tricks. As you're walking toward center ring, roll mind for me, and again I'll give you perception as about. I'll let you use perception to boost it.
I was actually about to ask if I could tell Adam to boost his perception to give me that final rank.
Go for it.
That's failure. Deus Ex! Still a failure. Oh well.
Okay. Well, I still need to hit you, and we know how I roll for dice. Ooh, that's a success. Flying dropkick to your back as you get towards center ring. This guy's apparently not taking chances on you winning.
Okay.
Let me lock my... There we go. Lock the chair. Still needs to pierce armor. And fails miserably.
Jack just like shrugs it off and he turns around and goes, "Cheap shots don't get you anywhere here." And he just roundhouse kicks him to the face.
Okay. Roll close combat. Yep.
That's a failure.
Okay, remove a die and try again. So the closest this guy's gonna come to succeed. Yep. Roll for armor piercing.
No.
Okay. You clock in, but he seems to roll with the punch. Cheap Tricks might not get me anywhere, but neither is anything else.
Seems like you're not trying hard enough.
He's gonna spend a knack on this one. Nice. Rolling more dice, less successes. Roll close combat.
Failure.
Remove a die and try again. Ooh.
One success.
God damn it. Remove a die and try again.
1 success.
Nothing.
Are you sure you want to do this? And then he goes to grab his head and right in the knee. One success.
Nothing. Roll for armor piercing.
One success.
Okay. Takes a wound. Backs off, blood spurting from his nose. I've never been more sure of anything.
At this moment, the way I envision Jack right now is have you ever watched One Piece?
Yeah.
He's Senji. Is that the cook's name? He's just sitting there with his, yeah. He's just hitting there with his hands in his pockets, just throwing kicks.
Yeah, the cigarette.
Not freaking giving a crap.
Yeah. The most important thing in his mind right now is how far down his cigarette's burnt. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So at this point, Dieter's he's going to try to, punch you one more time. No knack on this one.
I forgot I have 2 knack. I use those.
No one spends knack, and I can't figure out why.
Yeah, I saw some. Was it you on the Wylog Discord said nobody spends their knack or their Deus Ex?
That's not true. My party absolutely uses their Deus Ex to make Bliss more valuable, but that's it. Because
it's a good use, I guess.
Because it's the end of the day and they've forgotten to use it, but I'm okay with them using it to reroll anything that is player luck. So you can't reroll my stuff with Deus Ex.
Yeah.
But like, do you know anyone here? Sling, roll a d6 and see what you come up with. If you want to Deus Ex that's fine, because that's player luck.
Yeah.
Finding a Bliss at the end of the day, that's player luck. You can Deus Ex that, and they're like, "Oh, I have a Deus Ex to spend." Yeah. All those rolls you failed earlier today, you could use it on them too. Oh. Okay. So any successes on that close combat?
1 success.
Of course you did. It's okay. He has a backup plan. Dieter pulls a gun on you. He pulls out his legacy revolver.
Jack will just reach into his suit vest and he'll pull out the heritage. We don't do guns in this ring, friend.
You just got shot, so you might need to start doing guns in this ring. You have... Wait, 2 armor? Okay, so I also need a pierce armor.
Yeah, 2 armor. Wait, what type of gun is it? Because it's Emma
ballistic. Yeah, it's ballistic. You have immolative. He does pierce armor.
Okay.
So we're talking probably, that lower shot in the lower ribs, that section where action heroes can get shot all the time and just keep walking it off. Right there.
He's gonna maneuver. I'm gonna hold so he can get a little bit better aim. And he's gonna take a shot with the heritage. That is 2 successes.
Okay. So you hit him. What's your heritage's damage?
I think it's just 1. I did not write it down on this sheet.
Yeah, I see you just got the 2 Mai Tai. You've also only been attacking once. I'll also try to remind you on that.
What are the basic ones? Where is it?
Heritage by Stearns Hawking.
Yeah,
damage 1.
Armor piercing.
That also doesn't get through his armor.
Yeah, it doesn't. Bam. Alright.
Second hand, you wanna?
Yeah, he's gonna swing at him with one of his feet.
Hell yeah.
That is a success.
Yep. No successes here. Pierce armor.
One success.
He's got one tough left.
And I'm holding, so you get +2 to that firearm.
Yes, I do. Won't make a difference. It's all going to come down to armor piercing anyway. I'm allowed to succeed one roll. I'm not allowed to succeed two.
It's the GM curse.
Yeah. Oh, one of my characters in 5th edition couldn't roll higher than a 5 for initiative. It was bad.
Yeah.
I'd hit reliably, but always last in the turn order.
Whenever I was a GM, I could not hit reliably or get good initiative, so we made a set of one-shot characters, and whenever I got to play my one-shot character, I specifically made a character that would get an initiative bonus, so that way I could be higher in the load order.
Yeah, my paladin, I loved him, but like the highest he ever got on initiative, I think was 7. But everyone else was like everyone had rolled well too. No, he got an 11. That's what it was. I was so excited for an 11, but everyone else rolled like 15s to 19s. I thought I stood a chance.
My players always had good rolls. They'd be like in the 25, 19, 16, and I'd be like 4. Like, okay, annihilate my character.
That's how the session's gonna go. Yep, that's how it's gonna go. Okay, he's gonna try to punch you. Wipe that smile off your face.
3 successes.
Nice. 0 successes, so he might as well have been trying to do that. We're going to try to hit you with that gun again, though. That's been working well. Hey, we hit.
Uno success on that.
It's straight sling. It's not a contest.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And it pierces armor. Woohoo, gun's reliable. I think you're on your last legs, too.
I am on my last.
This is closer than I expected. Take him out.
Yep. He's gonna try and roundhouse him right in the ear. Try and make his eardrum explode. 1 success.
Is that with the extra 2 dice for holding? You already got a success, so it doesn't matter. I also got a success. Remove a die and try again.
1 success.
No successes.
Okay.
Pierce armor.
Nope.
So, I heard the dice rolling as I was about to say, and don't forget you can spend 2 knack to auto-succeed. Or rather, to get 4 extra dice, which I believe would have you auto-succeed.
I'll remember
you got
that on my
second attack,
next
though.
roll. Yeah.
I was going to say, you got a second attack.
I'm gonna add one of those knack to this roll.
Okay.
1 success.
No successes.
Two successes on armor piercing.
And you drop the little fucker.
The way he does it is he puts the heritage back in his jacket, and at the same time he does one roundhouse to ear as a fake out, then quickly switches legs and gets him right on the other side of the head and clocks him. He goes down.
Beautifully done.
He just walks up and he goes, "The next time you have a problem with somebody, settle it like a man, and don't pull out a gun like a little bitch."
I don't think he heard you. I think he's out, but...
He didn't care if he heard him or not. He wanted to say that just in case, and then he just
Message
goes.
received.
He gets back into Thunderbird and drives off.
Hell
Doesn't
no.
stick around. As I'm sure if there is a small crowd, they're all going, cha, 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 cha.
Absolutely.
Cha, cha.
Or breaker.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Beautiful. So that's everything I had. I need to remember how fast solo play goes. But yeah, I just wanted you to play around with a super suit and get some bonuses.
Okay. In that case, I guess he'll go about his downtime, and we could end it there.
Works for me.
Go ahead and do the update real quick.
Didn't even use Adam on the fight. Beautiful. I also like. You've played like Call of Cthulhu and Delta Green.
Yeah.
So when this guy built Dieter, he wanted to build a jack of all trades, except he literally spent 1 point in basically every talent. And this is the guy, and I mentioned this in the chat, like, he doesn't have a comfort zone to get out of. He just fails rolls.
I've been there. And
Because it's tempting, like, oh, I can be a little bit good at everything. Why am I not passing anything?
he's gonna go see a patch or get that system shock removed.
Cyberburn, not System Shock. Cyberburn will also go away at the end of the day.
Oh, I got one system shock in mind. Remember?
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I forgot you went into that injured.
I thought about using my kickstart to get my tough back up, but I was like, nah. It's just 1 point. It's fine.
Well, yeah, cover all the bases on Neon Skies, let you play around a little bit.
And then I guess he'll just sleep for the day. Pay his stuff and sleep. Alright. That was fun.
That's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to be able to pass rolls, but that leads to its own sort of storytelling.
My philosophy is failed rolls are just as good of a storytelling element as a successful roll.
Yeah, they're much worse at inducing challenge to the players when the DM fails rolls, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose in D&D, that's what save for half is for.
Yeah. Like there were times where I would make like these really like legendary boss encounters for my first D&D campaign, and like they would brush through it like nothing, so I would have to like think of some stuff outside the box. And like one thing I did, and I told him afterwards, I was like, you guys were just annihilating me to the point that I wanted this boss fight to last, so it went from the boss having health points to how many times can they successfully hit him in order to get him dead.
Yeah. Again, I played a lot of 3.5. The general rule for that, because damage was player damage, they hadn't thought of like legendary actions or layer actions.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely port those back. But the general rule of thumb in my experience, so one, monsters have maximum hit points, none of this average bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And I generally recommend doubling it for anything that's supposed to last more than 2 rounds.
And I also learned
done.
very early on, don't give your players the things that they ask for right off the bat.
I did one adventure
I accidentally gave 2 of my players Vorpal weapons, and that was a horrible decision.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
They had so much money, and they're like, "Can I get a Vorpal sword?" Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can afford it. Sure.
What level were they?
They were like level 6.
You were very new.
But to be fair, my campaign took place in the Elder Scrolls universe, so getting something like that would be very easy for those.
That is reasonable, yeah.
But
yeah, that is actually reasonable.
They basically did whatever they wanted from that point on.
So, 3.5 had very robust crafting rules. Like you could determine how much a given modifier was worth. And it had rules for custom magic items, like you add all the numbers together like this, like you put them in this sort of formula. And I was playing a 2-hand crossbow archer, and I was attacking a lot. And I had a large damage bonus, but I was super small, so I was basically firing sewing needles. So like a D2 of damage plus 15 for the dexterity because I'm hitting you in the eye. But I had a shopping list of like what I wanted, and we got given a bunch of money, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to spend this on." I'm like, I know what I want to spend approximately 75% of all of the money on. If no one else cares, I have a shopping list. But like, all y'all should buy your shit because this is one expensive item for me. And I was like, oh, the other 4 players all said, "Oh no, it's fine." I'm like, are you sure? Because this is almost all our money. And they said, "Yeah, it's fine." And so it was a custom magic item of splitting and arrow splitting. So every arrow I fired split into 1d4 plus 2 arrows. And again, I had a dex modifier of like 15. So if I hit, like 3 times 15 is 45. So that's 45 damage-ish on one attack. And I had like 6 of them. And that's how that campaign ended, with my tiny little iguana machine gun going. But that's what we were playing at the time, and we had it was fun.
Yeah, you learn things as you go. In my in that Elder Scrolls campaign, my lesson for giving them all of that overpowered stuff was finding ways to take it away from them in very roleplay ways. Like they had multiple bags of holding, and they would just put everything in them. So I decided I'm going to throw the Bagman at them.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. The other one...
They didn't kill the Bagman. What they decided to do was cast Greater Restoration on him to save his life and turn him back to normal.
That's even better.
And that character became somebody who joined the party, this character.
Oh, hell yeah. I think my solution to that would have been, I would have made the players have to go through a portable hole equivalent. So maybe not like climb into a portable hole, but they would go through something that is magically very similar to some sort of portal, and they would need to leave their bags of holding behind.
Oh, what I made them do is, in order to actually fight the Bagman, was I said you have to actually destroy your bags of holding by putting one inside the other. So they opened up a portal to the astral plane just to fight him, so that they would stop getting their shit taken.
Gotcha. What was? Yeah, there's some really dumb going back on don't give your players the stuff they ask for. I did run one game. I saw it was a thread on the DM Academy subreddit, which I no longer go on to, which is probably good for my mental health. But it was someone proposing, because like in a one-shot, you generally give loot at the end of an adventure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one was, what if it's like a reverse heist sort of thing? And so the plot for my adventure was, it was 2 feuding like elder dragons, and he's like, they were a bunch of kobolds, and he's like, hey, I need you guys to, I want this specific item from his horde. I'm going to distract him I'm going to teleport the four of you into the Horde. I need you to get the item and get out. So I let them roll on random item tables to see what other shit they found and could equip. So these are like level 1, level 2 kobolds in, you know, +2 adamantine full plate, Vorpal swords, wands of fireball, as they're fighting their way out through equivalent level kobolds, but like level 1 or 2 kobolds without the gear. Okay. Is midnight on my end. I should go to bed. Fantastic playing with you. What's your name, man?
I'm Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Greg, good to meet you.
Is there anything you'd like to say to YouTube right now? Because just a reminder, I did record this for my new show. So
shit.
You could
I forgot.
Give some shout outs to the people, tell them where they could find you.
I actually don't have social media. I stay the hell off of that shit.
That's a very wise decision. Thank you for being a guest GM on my new show, Main Character Syndrome. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
No problem. That's what matters. Take care, man.
Take care. And as for you, I'll let you guys see if I can adjust to this so you guys can see Jack Breaker before I sign off. Just show you. Oh no, I don't mean to have to slide like that. I'm trying. There we go. Move him into frame. Jack Breaker. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Main Character Syndrome. Yet again, thank you so much to Greg, to Cypher for being a guest GM. Hopefully I could have him on again. I do have my own Neon Skies adventure that I plan on running for him. So we will see that shortly, hopefully. And we will see you guys next time on Main Character Syndrome. If you guys want a copy of Neon Skies, you go to neonskiesrpg.com and you can get yourself a PDF, a physical copy of the book, a GM screen. It is a fantastic, very easy to use system where you are just rolling d6s and all you need to succeed is get one successful 6. The more you roll, up to a 10 dice at a time. If you have 10 dice, you automatically succeed. Give it a try. neonskiesrpg.com if you want to give the creator Wylock's Armory. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. And yet again, thank you all for watching.